In a massive security scare just hours before the Paris Olympics opening ceremony, arsonists have carried out a series of attacks on France's high-speed train network, causing major travel disruption. Now, France's Transport Minister Patrice Vergriet has described the act as a criminal offence which has affected some 800,000 passengers. The attacks took place despite heightened security throughout the French capital. Tens of thousands of troops and police were deployed to guard against any threat to the global sporting extravaganza. Now, the state-owned railway operator SNCF reported that arsonists had damaged signal boxes along the lines connecting Paris with cities such as Lille in the north, Bordeaux in the west and Strasbourg in the east. Another attack on the Paris-Marseille line was foiled by officials. The SNCF said that it expects the disruption to continue throughout the weekend while repairs are conducted.
The investigation is ongoing. I don't have any details. As the Minister of Transport says, I think the Ministry of the Interior is mobilizing. We know that there are police checks that are being carried out. There are a lot of forensic police elements that are being looked at. I think the idea is to find as quickly as possible the irresponsible people who committed this coordinated attack against the French network.
There was no immediate claim of responsibility and no indication of whether the action was politically motivated. France's intelligence and security forces have been mobilized in response to the arson attacks, according to Prime Minister Gabriel Attal, that is. Our sports editor Digvijay Singh is now joining us live from Paris, where these unfortunate incident took place. Digvijay, right before the games commence, what is the latest? Tell us, what is the mood over there? This is just hours before, the ceremony is about to take place. Give us the latest on this supposed sabotage of trains.
Yes, Isha, as you can see behind me, I'm standing outside a train station. This is the Port Maillot station, but this mostly serves the areas in and around Paris. So these lines are not disrupted. What's been disrupted, and which is the reason, there's been lots of sort of sirens going around. One woke up to lots of sirens this morning, as you can hear just behind me, police vehicle moving. You can probably hear that sound. But it's thrown the entire traffic setup into chaos, especially a lot of people were leaving Paris, including the apartment where I was staying. The host was leaving Paris to escape the sort of overcrowding that is expected over the next 2 weeks. Lots of people coming into Paris, but they're all stranded. Lots of train stations are closed. The Gare du Nord, which is the station which connects Paris with London, the Eurostar comes from there. That is shut. Montparnasse, that is shut as well. Police have also been diverted to the stations to ensure there's no chaos over there. But the situation is not ideal, and the French Justice Ministry has taken over the probe. It's clearly said it's looking at this as an act of treason. The French Sports Minister has also said that anyone who does this is against France. They're looking at it as treason, and it's obviously been coordinated. It's happened in multiple areas, and that's what the problem. A lot of teams are stuck at stations. I am aware that Japan, a delegation of Japanese athletes was stuck. A delegation of Belgian athletes have also been struck who were trying to come in from Brussels to the Gare du Nord. So not the ideal sort of situation to expect on the day of an opening ceremony. Remember that the eyes of the world are on Paris, and the opening ceremony is also something which is extremely ambitious, and it's something which is going to take a monumental task to keep safe.
Digvijay, the Israeli foreign minister has blamed Iran for plotting the disruption. Now, you are in the midst of things. What are the authorities saying over there? Who could be behind this massive sabotage?
Stands nothing concrete from the French officials, going through a lot of what the French media is saying. And there's no sort of definite blame. They think it's an internal sabotage. Some are even saying it's members of the far right, but this is all speculation at the moment. What is important to note is that the International Olympic Committee President, Thomas Bach, he's come out and said he has full faith in the French authorities to deal with this. The IOC is also saying that intelligence networks of around 180 countries are pulled in together to ensure that these games happen without incident. And they're also saying that security personnel from a lot of countries, including India, are on the ground. So as things stand, this is very preliminary stuff which is coming to us. Very early to say who is behind this, but what is clear is that for people like want to go to Shatru, where the Indian shooting team is based, which is around 270 kilometers from here, Isha, it's probably going to be chaotic as we try and figure out a way to get there, because the French authorities are also saying it's going to take at least 3 or 4 days before normality resumes.
Okay, Digvijay, thank you so much for joining us with the latest on that, and also stay safe. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.